Yo, GMS fam. What's going on, everybody? We here. We ready to go. We ready to make it happen. Hey. As always, I want to start with all positive energy, all good, just good shit. I'm just gonna start there, all the way there. You already know how we do, man. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. I hope everybody got to the money. I hope everybody was achieving their goals. I hope everybody was out there hustling. I hope everybody is just overall in a good space in life right now. So that's all I got to say. You know, we start the show out with positivity every time. So now, after we do that, you know, we have to get to the bullshit. Now, here we are today on another episode of the GMS Show where we have to backtrack and fumble and go against the things that we said that we wouldn't do, or that I said I wouldn't do. And one of those things is talking about Candace Owens. What up, Mark the Boss? So, Candace Owens, you know what? Before we talk about Candace Owens, let me get to the point of why we're even talking about her in the first place. So, as we all know, Juneteenth just became a federal holiday, which means black people don't have to pretend to celebrate the shit every year. We can actually legitimately celebrate it and actually take a fucking day off if you work somewhere, all types of shit, right? And just celebrate the fact that is the ending, just basically the ending of slavery. We're gonna put it as it is. We're not gonna use no technical terms. The ending of slavery. Now, we had a vote, and I'll read this for you. Matter of fact, let me put it on the screen for you guys. I'm gonna put this on the screen for y'all because I want y'all to read along with me. Here we go. 14 House Republicans voted against Juneteenth being a holiday. We're gonna get to why they decided to vote against it, even though we don't even need to get into why. We know why they did. Of course, they were all white men. And they had their little weird reasons why that they didn't want to vote it into, even though it should have been unanimous. You always have the people that are out there that clearly, and it's funny because, of course, they don't want to make it about race or that it's not racist, but it's like, how do you do that? And you look at everybody who was involved with being against it. It was all white men. All white men. Now, this reads, legislation to recognize June 19th or Juneteenth as a federal holiday passed overwhelmingly in the House of Representatives Wednesday. The bill passed unanimously in the Senate on Tuesday. Senate Bill 475, the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act, passed 4-15-14. The bill recognizes June 19th, 1865, the day enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, learned slavery was ended. As a public holiday, President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation had freed all enslaved African Americans in rebel states 2.5 years earlier. The bill now heads to President Joe Biden's desk to be signed into law. The 14 no votes were all from Republican members of Congress. They were, now listen to these names. Shout out to these bigoted weirdos: Mo Brooks, Andy Biggs, Scott Desjarlais, Tom Tiffany, two first name having ass, Doug LaMalfa, Mike Rogers, Ralph Norman, Chip Roy, Paul Gosar, Tom McClintock, Matt Rosendale, Ronnie Jackson, Thomas Massey, and Andrew Clyde. These were the 14 Republicans that said, hey, fuck Juneteenth. Basically. Let's listen to some of their reasons. Several of those representatives shared why they were voting against the bill. Republican Ronnie Jackson of Texas told USA Today that he thinks there are enough federal holidays. You mean the ones that you guys put in place that celebrates all white people? That's the enough you had. He said, we have enough federal holidays right now. I just don't see the reason in doing it. He said, I don't think it rises to the level I'm going to support it. It just really didn't have no reason at all. None at all. What up, JG? Mark the Boss said, Candace mad at the Lord because he didn't make her white. She taking her frustrations out through untamed goofiness. That is a fact. What's up, Cat in the Hat? He said Arizona, Kentucky, Minnesota, Texas, Georgia sounds about white. Yeah, and I'm in Minnesota right now. Republican Montana Representative Matt Rosendale released a statement on his vote against Juneteenth. He says, let's call an ace an ace. Let's call race race. How about that? Rosendale said, this is an effort by the left to create a day out of a whole cloth to celebrate identity politics as part of its larger efforts to make critical race theory the reigning ideology of our country. Since I believe in treating everyone equally, regardless of race, and what we should be focused on, what unites us rather than our differences, I will vote no. Do you hear how crazy that sounds? He went above and beyond to say nothing. He went above and beyond just to make up some type of excuse as to why Juneteenth can't become a federal holiday. Crazy. Thomas Massey said, argue that referring to Juneteenth as a National Independence Day would confuse people. He said, I fully support creating a day to celebrate the abolition of slavery, a dark portion of our nation's history. That's where you should have left it, my good sir. But you turned it into being a hoe-ass nigga. He said, however, naming this day National Independence Day will create confusion and push Americans to pick one of those 2 days as their Independence Day based on their racial identity. Why can't we name this Emancipation Day and come together as Americans and celebrate the day together as Americans? Once again, what it sounds like to me is that you're not voting for the bill because of the name. If you support what's happening, why does the name matter? But here we are, making it difficult and having a weird reason as to why you don't want to vote something that you supposedly support. You say you support it. That's another thing. When it comes to the phrase Black Lives Matter, people immediately go to the organization. This is exactly his tactic right here. He's focused on the organization. He's not focusing on the reason why this is happening. He's not focusing on the actual goal of some shit. What up, black man? What up, Lady Aries? He's not focused on the goal at hand. He's mad about the word, just like everybody else is mad when they see Black Lives Matter, when they see the print. They don't care about what's going on. See, downtown and uptown, where Winston Smith was murdered by police, Diana Marie ran over and killed by a white supremacist, domestic terrorist. I'm out there. I see this shit. I was out there in person. People coming up asking, when are we going to be done with protests out there because they need the street back? Not giving a damn what happened. That's the whole point. That is why people do that. That is why people block the streets off, because people are so comfortable not giving a damn to the point where they feel bold enough and they feel confident enough to walk up to people and say something that stupid. Not caring, not even and then to come up there with some false information talking about it was an accident. You don't go, and that's another thing. People around the world that would hear about the Diana Marie's situation where she got hit by that car. People around the world aren't gonna know what that street is like, what Lake Street is like at all. Nobody's gonna know what Lake Street is like, except for the people that go down that street religiously. And somebody who has gone down that street religiously through my lifetime, there's no way that somebody should be going damn near 100 miles per hour down that street, let alone 50 or 40. You can't even do that. The speed limit on that street is 30. And then on top of that, the street he's coming down, there's a car put in the way of traffic. I'm sorry, but if I'm driving and I'm somebody who knows how to drive, and I'm behind the wheel and I see a parked car in front of me, something is telling me not to speed up. But somehow this guy decided to speed up and ram into a car and kill somebody, but yet it was an accident. This guy was smiling in his mugshot, but it was an accident. See, when things are regarding our lives, people don't give a damn. They just sit back and try to come up with excuses as to justify why something happened, or be like, yeah, it's unfortunate that happened, but there's always a but. Why is there a but needed? Why do we need that pause right there? If you understand what's going on, if you have any type of compassion, then there should be no but after anything. You can separate the organ, and that's another thing. People always talk about trying to separate the person from, or the person's art from their character and and who they are. Most people will still listen to, for example, there's people that will still listen to R. Kelly, even though they don't, mess with him as a person. And then there's people that will be like, nah, I don't mess with R. Kelly overall or any of his music just because of what he did. That's like the same shit with this shit. Like, it's just all over the place. I don't understand why it's that hard to vote on something that apparently everybody felt like was wrong. But we see people's true colors. This is another reason why I don't mess with the government at all in any way, shape, or form. I know what they are really like. I know how they move. I know that they really don't care about none of us at all. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter what side you on. You can be in between. It don't matter. None of them care about you. None of them want to do nothing for you. None of them want to look out for you. None of them want to protect you. They are out for themselves and their fellow counterparts who help them make money. That's what they do. Do not get it mistaken. Please believe in yourself and your family and your goals in life and try to achieve them. Do not sit out here waiting for these people to do something for you or to believe that they can make some type of change out here when they really can't. Everything is under control. Everything is going the way that it's supposed to go according to the people in positions of power that run shit. You understand? So I'm just putting it to you like that. Now, let's get to this shit. Let's get to this Candace shit. Let's get to the Candace shit. So now that we passed the law, now that the law is passed, Juneteenth is now a federal holiday. Of course, we had to get Candace Ruckus to open her mouth, or I guess open her hands and start tweeting. She says right here, Juneteenth is so lame. Democrats really need to stop trying to repackage segregation. I'll be celebrating July 4th and July 4th only. I'm American. Crazy. As a black woman, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. As a black woman, because I still believe that Candace is a white woman in blackface, she's talking about how she is celebrating July 4th and July 4th only, even though Juneteenth is on June 19th. It's possible to celebrate both, especially if you really give a damn about what happened to, your ancestors. But once again, like I said, a lot of people believe in this woman. A lot of people believe the stuff that she say. And when I say a lot of people, I mean people that look like me. I understand that white people listen to her. I know they're going to listen to her. I know they're going to use her as a black voice to try to pump their own hate and their own narratives. I get that. I see that already. But there's a lot of black people who be like, yeah, she be saying some wild shit, man, but she be saying some on point shit, man. She be on point sometimes, man. She be saying some facts sometimes. You have to understand the way that manipulators work. You got to understand how people work when they want you to follow them. Of course, Candace just can't spew bullshit all day. She can't do that. That's not how it works. She can't get that type of following with just saying a bunch of random stuff. She has to sprinkle in some facts here and there. Like when she talks about how black people are brainwashed. I agree with her on that. A lot of black people are brainwashed. We see that in the streets. We see that in how they think that they need to be this or that, and how we need to only vote Republican or Democrat, or how we can't vote Republican, and how just different things. Like when I say brainwashed, I mean conditioned. A lot of us are conditioned in a certain way. She just happens to be the type of person that will use stuff like that and then work for the people that want to hold us back and keep a narrative over our heads as if black people as a whole are a certain type of way. It's funny because I always have to bring up this example to people that say that they support Candace and that she brings up facts and that she says this and that. Please give me one time that Candace has actually tried to help black people. And not the black people that are like-minded like her, the people that believe in the stupid stuff she believes in. No. When have you tried to help black people, not just people that are in your interest? When have you tried to do that, Candace? If Candace can actually answer that or try to prove that she's done something for the black community instead of sitting on Twitter and sitting on Fox News saying stuff about them, against them, no matter what fact she's ever brought to the table regarding anything, please show me. Please show me what she has done for black people if she cares about black people. Besides speak against them every chance she gets. Taking shots at George Floyd, a person that no matter what his record was, no matter what drugs he was on, did not deserve to get killed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like these are certain things that are like this is basic human decency. A lot of people, and then that's another thing that's messed up. Like even when we talk about Charleston White, the things that he said, like people really even follow behind him, talking about how do we treat drug dealers, man? How we treat crackheads, man? We don't care about crackheads. We'll make a crackhead. Blah, blah, blah. People really believe in this stuff. People really believe in evil. These are evil individuals that come out here and garnish and build up a fan base and start saying a bunch of crazy shit and then have people follow behind them thinking that what they doing is righteous and they know and they woke and they know all this stuff. No, they just know how to pimp y'all because y'all don't have nothing to do but sit around and watch people all day and listen to people because you don't have a mind of your own. You can't think for yourself, so you have to go through other people and try to find a way through life. You ain't finding your own way. You're not trying to see things for yourself. You're not trying to see things for how you see it. You want to see it through somebody else's lens because you ain't got a mind of your own. You can't think. You ain't got no sense, no common sense at all. These are how people like this are winning, especially on her side. The people that are on Candace Owens' side, it's a bunch of white folks and a bunch of brainwashed, conditioned black folks who feel like there's some type of divide now, even though this whole place has been divided since day one. Talking about we don't need no more division. What are you talking about? This is division right here. What is this tweet? Juneteenth is so lame. You talking about trying to cause division or people trying to cause more division. This is what they're doing. And then try to put what they're doing on the other side and try to be all like just it's weird. And then she says, it took all of 2 years for Democrats to train black Americans to worship criminals like George Floyd, beg for violence on the streets via defund the police, and to celebrate segregation in the form of Black Independence Day. I just cannot comprehend the rampant stupidity. I mean, This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. What is this? What is this? What is this? It took all of 2 years for Democrats to train black Americans to worship criminals like George Floyd. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the people that say something like this, for somebody in their family who they love dearly and care about so much commit a crime and die from it. I want them to continue to keep that same energy. I want them to let people know that that family member that they love and that they care about, who they would do anything for, that let everybody know that they deserved it. You have to say that. Not nobody else. You have to say it. Yeah, I love them, but they deserved it because they were a criminal. They did drugs. They deserved to die that day. I want them to keep that same energy, but of course they won't, because when the shoe is on the other foot, people tend to trip up and forget, because this isn't who they really are. This is a character. She plays this to keep herself relevant. Look at her profile picture, bruh. Look at her profile picture. Please tell me this isn't a white woman in blackface. Please tell me. She said, make sure you have that light directly on my skin. I need to be lighter. Please make sure you lighten up my skin. I can't be out here looking like a black woman. I'm not black. I am white in blackface. Look at this. Doesn't look like the same person, but still got that light on her face. This is ridiculous. Then, just to continue to try to double down on all the weird stuff she said, we're gonna keep going with the things that she said. Let's go. Every single race has been enslaved at some point in human history. Africans are still enslaved today. This is not a holiday. This is more emotional training from Democrats to see ourselves as somehow separate from America. Independence Day is July 4th, the end. Sounds like she wants to be in the house with Massa. Very, very bad. The tan Tommy Lauren. Segregationist Joe Biden says Juneteenth is a day in which we remember the moral stain and the terrible toll that slavery took on the country and continues to take. More emotional programming for black people that choose to opt into the perpetual victim mentality. That's another little phrase that they like to use, victim. You guys like to play victim. Who says stuff like that when people are going through actual real life stuff? Like, people that are actually dealing with racism and police brutality on a daily basis and just living in this world as a black person. You try to tell somebody that they are playing victim, knowing the history of this country. Knowing the history of this country, somehow you found it upon yourself to be like, you guys are playing victim. The people who are scared to get pulled over on a daily basis or encounter the police, period, or people who don't want to move to a suburban area because they know that they're going to be dealing with some people that don't want them to be there type shit. Like, who is playing victim? We see now, that's another thing with the fact that camera phones are available and video is available. You see a lot of this stuff on a daily basis. There's a whole page on Instagram, TikTok, all that shit, this dedicated to Karens, pure Karen, people that just do stuff because they see a person of color and they feel off about it. They feel off, and then they true colors come out when you get at them, especially when you get at them for being wrong about it. I just seen a video today. This old white lady walked up, or this black girl started a video where she was snapping on this old white lady talking about she's calling the police on me, and I'm just sitting in the car with my daughter. And the old lady was like, I walked up and I saw your daughter, and she was laying like that, and the sun was on her. She's like, I was in the car with her and the air conditioning was on. She's like, it looked like the sun was beaming on her and she looked like she was passed out. She's like, she was sleeping. The child was sleeping. And what this old white lady did was walk up, saw the child, knocked on the window, saw the girl sitting in there. And when the girl rolled down the window, she said, yeah, it looks like your baby has the... Okay, first of all, what are you doing? Get away from me. Second of all, now you have disturbed my peace. Now I have to get out of the car, and now she feels threatened because she volunteered herself into somebody else's business for no reason. It would have been something as simple as, let's say she walked up and saw a baby sitting in the car with the sun beaming on her and she was passed out and she didn't see nobody in the car. Then she was like, oh my God, there's a baby in there. It's hot. I got to do something about it. No. She walked up to the car and saw the mom in there in the back seat with the child and still decided to knock on the window to say something to the girl. Knowing the car was on, knowing the air conditioning was on, still said something. So the girl got out and got mad and said something back to her. And then she felt threatened. So she called the police. And then on top of that, the lady, the girl that was going through whatever she was going through with the old lady, her boyfriend walked up. Her boyfriend was white. And then the old white lady all of a sudden got real comfortable and decided, yeah, I'm sorry. He's like, the girl was on the video was like, you're apologizing to him? Why? Because he's white? You apologizing to him, but you're not apologizing to me? You came up to me. She was trying to talk to him all nice, and then all of a sudden when dude wasn't going for it, when he started questioning her, all of a sudden it turned from her trying to be like, yeah, I just thought, and I'm sorry to... Yeah, you probably abused the baby anyway. You probably mess your baby up anyway, and tried to get in her car and leave out. It's some weird stuff, man. It's some weird stuff that these people do, and I don't understand why. Now, don't worry. She didn't go too far. She didn't get too far before somebody decided to ether her. And that somebody happens to be Azealia Banks. Now, before I read what Azealia Banks said in response to Candace Owens' Juneteenth is so lame tweet, I just want to say that, for one, Azealia Banks is a talented artist. Very talented. She's kind of nuts. She says some weird. What up, Kid at Heart? What up, Alma Dixon? Wonder Man. She says a lot of weird shit. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Azealia Banks is kind of just off the wall. She deals with some mental issues. But every once in a while she'll pop up and she'll just ether somebody for no reason. And this right here was actually for a reason. I like the way that she did this. I'm gonna read this whole thing off because I need y'all to really fully grasp what she did and how she responded, because it's easy to see that tweet and get triggered and get mad and call Candace all types of names, cuss her out. You know what I'm saying? Come up with clever ways to diss her. But the way that Azealia Banks did it was in such a just... Let me read this, all right? Y'all ready? Okay. Azealia Banks wrote, according to this logic, on July 4th, 1776, you would still be enslaved, most likely on the verge of starvation due to all of America's food supply having been prioritized for the war, while you hand sew American flags and struggle to wet nurse some depressed 24-year-old white widow's sickly child until your nipples are chapped and dry, whereafter you will be whipped by her 80-year-old uncle for your own malnourishment and inability to produce milk. Damn. Then sent to toil over a wood-burning stove, blistering your hands while forced to make a peasantly meal of biscuits and gravy. Whew. You will be watched closely by her irate, sunburned, and whiskey-soaked 80-year-old uncle to be, what is that? Sure you do not sneak a single biscuit or fingerful of ruse to yourself. After you've watched everyone eat, you will be sent to do the cleaning up. Your last task will be brushing the stressed and balding white widow's hair to prepare for her sleeping bonnet, a deep rest in her comfortable canopy bed next to your final descent down the stairs and out the back door, where you proudly sleep on a bed bug infested pile of hay in a 6x4 cabin you share with 4 other slaves. Happy Independence Day, Candace Owens. Welcome, Yamante. Holy shit. She wasn't done with the ether. Let her continue. Let her continue, guys. Let it breathe. Let it continue. She also went to say, real Candace Owens, the widow will awake from her sleep to relieve herself at 4 a.m. to find a brush full of hair and let out a loud scream. She insists it's your bad N-word luck, making her bald, and orders you be hung from a tree immediately. With the help of one other strong black male slave, you're hung with the strap of a horse saddle off an oak tree 1 acre away from the main house as a warning to any other slaves who were brave enough to mess around. Tread lightly, sis. Yeah. Azealia Banks pretty much grabbed Candace by the hair and drug her through the cotton fields real quick. Because, like I've been saying, since I've ever mentioned Candace Owens on this show ever in the past, is that Candace Owens is somebody who is proud to be Massa's favorite slave. She wants to be in the house. That is where she wants to reside. She can't be around those other ones out there living foul, living messed up in filth. She can't be over there. She don't want to relate to that. She know damn well these people are being forced to live this way and being forced to do what they are doing, but yet she sees them as the less and sees them as gods. It's not surprising why Candace Owens is the way that she is. I mean, let's bring this back up. She won a court case for discrimination or racism, whatever it was, at her old college because she felt like racism was a real thing then, until she realized that that was not beneficial for her. And on top of that, you know, she was the black girl in, you know, middle school and high school who desperately wanted to be white so bad, hung around all the white girls, still wasn't accepted that much. She was still getting the Shaniqua and LaQuisha jokes. She was still having girls try to touch her hair to see how it felt, to see if it was real. But she didn't want them to look at her like that no more. She wanted them to accept her as a white woman because that's how she felt. She went to bed every night crying her eyes out because she hated her skin. Candace Owens looked herself in the mirror and spit at her reflection because she can't take being a black woman. I'm surprised she hasn't bleached her skin yet. She had to get a white husband. She had to. And that's no slight to anybody in an interracial relationship. I'm saying this is something she had to do to feel more like a white woman. She didn't do it because she really loved that guy, that she really wanted to be with him. It wasn't genuine. She needed somebody who could compliment her inner self. Her inner self. That's who she wanted to compliment. The person she felt like inside. You should see how she speaks on Fox News. The way that she is side by side with Tucker Carlson, yelling and screaming and going off about black people and about Black Lives Matter and about how black people are brainwashed and all this shit, but can't say a motherfucking thing that she's ever done for black people. For the people that actually believe in her and think that she's out here giving a fuck about black people and black issues. If she ain't did shit for anybody black, tell her to fucking kick rocks. All she doing is speaking and tweeting. Making Juneteenth a federal holiday shouldn't have prompted her to speak on George Floyd, but hey, that is what they like to do. Why couldn't they take what happened to George? First of all, and it's crazy because she's one of the people who said what happened to him shouldn't have happened. But as soon as the verdict came, as soon as that man was found guilty, she turned to, oh, he's a criminal and a drug addict, and people celebrate a criminal, and just talking shit because that's how they really felt. They really felt like that man deserved to die. They really feel like black lives don't matter. They really sit up there and talk about Marxists and all the organizers, and fuck them, man. Fuck the organization. We don't give a fuck about no fucking organization. We talking about lives mattering, because clearly they don't. And when you try to combat that, you can come back with the fact that, hey, if we saying Black Lives Matter and we simply telling y'all, hey, fuck the organization, we just talking about Black Lives Matter in period, because we keep seeing people getting killed by police for no reason and them changing up the story right in front of our damn faces. Now we have to do something about it. If you have a problem with that, clearly you are on the wrong side of history, and we do not fuck with you. Something as simple as mattering. Black lives matter, because historically they haven't. How is this not facts to people, even though they know what happened in this country? Like, there's seriously people out there who's like, yeah, well, slavery ended, and then all of a sudden segregation came because white people couldn't handle being around black people anymore. They were all racist and already bigoted, and there was already over 400 years of conditioning, and people already feeling like black people weren't shit to this country and weren't fucking worth a damn, even though motherfuckers forget that they put us as 3/4 of a motherfucking human. Like, we were documented as that. They didn't look at us as a whole entire human being at one point in this country. Yet somehow people think that those ideas have just vanished, that they just gone away, and the people that felt that way didn't have children and didn't have grandchildren and didn't pass these ideologies down to them for generations to come. Why do people feel that way? Why are people, and on top of that, the simple fact that now how we see how people are, and we know that racism is real and alive in this country, and we watch how we watch the difference between, how let's say police treat other people opposed to people of color. We watch that happening, and yet people don't understand why people have a call to action to want to protest or want to go out there and cause havoc, because they feel like people don't give a fuck about them. And then have people change the narrative and twist it and try to make it seem like black people are just so barbaric to the point where this stuff is supposed to be happening to us. So it's a whole tactic that they use. A whole tactic. Yamante said, I know people that have changed their skin just to be white. Why haven't she? She hasn't done it because she wants to continue to be the black face that white people need to use to help uplift their bigotry and their ignorance and their hate for people of color. If Candace was to try to bleach her skin and become white, she'd just be another Tommy Lauren. Tommy faded away. We don't hear about her no more. Y'all don't see her name trending. Y'all don't see nothing about her because nobody gave a fuck no more. She had her little run, but it's like, okay, white girl, we know you feel this way about black people. It's a given. We don't give a fuck. Your fan base, no, we all know that they're 98% white. We don't give a shit. You're just another racist account that talks shit. Nobody gives a fuck. Like we don't hear about Tommy Lauren no more unless somebody brings her fucking name up as a joke. We keep hearing about her because she is a black face that supports white supremacy ideologies. And they need her in that space to validate their hate. She needs to continue to look how she looks. She's tired of it. Trust me, she is. But what keeps her going is the fact that she knows that so many white people accept her. Because that was her main goal since she was a fucking child. She wanted immense respect and love from white people. So she did exactly what she was supposed to do, said what she was supposed to say so that people could love her the way that she wanted them to. She did not want them to look at her as a black woman anymore. She wanted them to, hey, it's me. It's okay. I'm not like all those other Negroes. I will be on your side. I will say what you need me to say. I love you guys. Please accept me. I wish I was white too. This is what she does. Now, continue on with the fuckery. We'll come back to this, but look at this shit. This is what I mean. Weird shit happening all over the fucking globe because people don't know how to fucking be normal. What you are looking at is a menu from Ikea. Ikea wanted to celebrate Juneteenth, so you know what they did? Watch this. It reads, Juneteenth, to honor the perseverance. Let me go back. I'm a little high, okay? I'm a little high. I brought some weed back from Colorado, okay? I brought some trees back from Denver. I've been let me rewind, man. Juneteenth. To honor the perseverance of black Americans and acknowledge the progress yet to be made, we observe Juneteenth on Saturday, June 19, 2021. Click here for more information. We will also be showcasing a compilation of videos in honor of Juneteenth. Look out for a special menu on Saturday, which will include, and I quote, this is real, you guys. This is fucking real. Listen to the menu. Fried chicken, watermelon, mac and cheese, potato salad, collard greens, and candied yams. Candied yams, man. This is a real menu that Ikea put out that said, hey, what we're doing on Juneteenth is serving you niggas chicken and watermelon. Chicken and watermelon, cuz. We got the mac and cheese and potato salad. We know you niggas like that too. Collard greens, that's a given. We hear it every year. One of you niggas is talking about collard greens. Candied yams. We know you guys don't like the marshmallows on top. We know you like just the yams. You know, what do you call it? Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. Yeah, we had to put candied yams because we know that there's going to be majority white people here with their invisible Hotep hat on, and they're going to be sitting over here trying to act like they're rejoicing in the fact that slavery is over. So we had to put candied yams and not put sweet potatoes because they would get confused, and it's just they don't speak that jive. So here we are, Ikea, Juneteenth, Friday, Saturday, sorry, Friday is when I go get my colon cleansed. Saturday, June 19th, fried chicken and watermelon. Bring your kids. Listen, man. This is bullshit. And this is the type of shit that these companies get away with. I didn't even realize how much of bullshit it was after last year when, after George Floyd happened, all these corporations all of a sudden in 2020 decided to post up Black Lives Matter on all their platforms, from all the video games to, retail stores, commercials, all this stuff. And it's like, once it became profitable, once everybody was into it, once they were like, oh, everybody across America and even places overseas in different countries are chanting Black Lives Matter. Okay, this is profitable. Now there's just not a bunch of Negroes doing it. Now it's everybody. So let's go ahead and make this money. It's wild, man. Lady Aries said, I know they had Kool-Aid on the menu too. She said, oh, and the hot sauce, these motherfuckers ain't shit. This is how they see us. They put hot sauce on the menu, dude. It's like, make sure you get your hot sauce too. You need your hot sauce. JG said, damn, I wonder who did the cooking. LOL, Uncle Ben, Aunt Jemima, and Famous Amos will be there also. Oh my God, he said they might as well have a fish fry. He said they might as well have catfish in this motherfucker, man. They should have had a fish and chicken combo going on for the low. Don't nobody shop it, man. Matter of fact, hey, I'm sorry. I hope this don't sound black as shit, but the fact that I just said that in my head, after I get done with this show, I'm pretty sure I'm finna head to Minneapolis and get me some chicken and fish. Cause that shit sound fire. That shit sound fire right now. Fish and chicken. Oh man, or shrimp and chicken. Shrimp and chicken. Should I do? All right, I need a vote. I need a vote real quick before I finish anything. I need a vote. Do I get fish and chicken or shrimp and chicken? We need a vote, GMS. We need a vote. Let me know. Fish and chicken or shrimp and chicken? Fish or chicken, my nigga? He said chitterlings. No, we don't want no chillings in this motherfucker. Unseasoned chicken. Okay, we got fish and chicken for one. My mouth watering over here. Hell yeah. Okay, we got fish and chicken for one. We got shrimp. I see the shrimp. That we got 1 and 1. Oh, I see fish. Okay, fish is winning. Oh, I see a shrimp. We winning 2 and 2. 2 and 2. We got 2 votes for fish, 2 votes for shrimp. I need to know, man. This is gonna determine what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna put up a video later. I'm gonna do one of those little YouTube little quick 15, 30-second videos to show y'all what I chose. So make sure y'all see that video when I post it. Let's see. I mean, they both got at the bottom of the sea. We got another fish and chicken. Surf and turf, fish and chicken. Fish and chicken is winning 5-2. Damn, I look like a fat nigga right now. I'm happy. I said fish is winning 5-2. I'm about to have me some fish and chicken with my fat ass. Niggas happy as hell. What we got? It's unanimous by now. He said them shrimps is still dirty. All right, we got another fish. We got another shrimp. My nigga said oxtails. I should go. We got a place called Pimento's Kitchen out here in Minneapolis. I heard they got the best oxtails on the street, bro. They said they oxtails taste like motherfucking Jamaican sweet coochie. Yeah, and they jerk chicken tastes like like fresh fresh vagina. That's what they said. So I might try it. I've never had jerk chicken though. I'm dead ass. Not, all jokes aside, I've never had jerk chicken before. Never. And I think I need to try it. There's no reason why I haven't. I just never just went to a spot where they had jerk chicken at. You know what I'm saying? And if I did, there's probably something else on the menu that like I've eaten before, and it's always when you haven't tried no shit yet and you see something else that you already ate, you like, I'll get that shit. I'm gonna be safe. But I think I'm gonna try jerk chicken because it seems like everybody fucking love jerk chicken in some type of form. What's your favorite form of jerk chicken if you've had it? If you've had jerk chicken in the comments, let me know your favorite. Do you like chicken wings? You know what I'm saying? Chicken wings, like the jerk chicken like that, or chicken breast? What type of jerk chicken do you like, man? GMS got the munchies. Hell yeah. I'm finna burn one on the way to the restaurant, man. I'm finna burn one over there just so I can. Hey, JR, when you coming back from Gary? My nigga JR is in Gary right now. When you coming back, man? I owe that nigga $40. I gotta get that nigga $40. When you coming back to Minnesota? He said it tastes like praised booty. Jamaican oxtails are fire. Bro, hit them Jamaican spots. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, man. He said fat nigga dancing, talking about food. Nigga about to have that chicken, what it do? In the fish, in the fries. Give me hot sauce on the side. Niggas happy. I'm fat, nigga don't care. About to eat. Niggas high. Ooh, yeah. He said, I'm here already. Oh, you back? Nigga, meet me at the chicken spot. Meet me at the chicken spot. I need chicken and fish. Everybody said chicken and fish, so that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. He said it's gotta be rubbed. You got a whole or a half chicken. Oh, man. Get dark meat. Oh, damn, niggas fucking me up. Mexican food does be fire, bro. Hey, shout out. I can't. Well, Mexican food is fire. Motherfuckers be having me eating street tacos and ceviche and motherfucking what's the other shit? Breakfast. What the fuck was that other shit, man? I ate some shit for breakfast one time, and it was this concoction of some sort. I don't know what it was called, but shout out to my Mexican food plug. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really get it in out there. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'll come at you. Yeah, nigga. If we find a taco truck, nigga, it's over. It's over. Ikea commercial gonna be like, we got green beans, tomatoes, potatoes. Yo, straight up though. Yo, so now let's just say this, man. Just to give these closing statements regarding this person. Look, man. Candace says, shout out to the abuelas making handmade tortillas. You motherfucking right. All right, well, just to end this talking about this weirdo. I really want this to be my last time talking about Candace Owens, man, because she does not add any value to any of our lives. She does not add anything positive or anything good to anyone's lives. She's just a parasite that I feel like we need to get rid of out of this atmosphere of the social media atmosphere of the Fox News atmosphere, whatever can give her a platform to open up her mouth and buck her eyes talking that white supremacy shit. As long as we can put that to an end, I'll be satisfied, man. But of course that's not gonna happen. They're gonna keep catapulting her until she can't get catapulted anymore. And we're just gonna watch a decline later on in life when they get done, and then when there's another black girl who can come and spew that same shit, they're gonna put her in the forefront and they're gonna leave Candace behind. And then at some point we're gonna see Candace doing the Omarosa shit, and then we're gonna be like, it's too late. Fuck you. Stay over there. Stay in the house. Keep rubbing Massa's feet. That's where you belong. You belong on Master's floor, spit shining his shoes and his balls. That is exactly where you belong, Miss Owens. The kind of person you are, not even a person. Candace, like I said, Candace Owens is a parasite. Parasite. She's a roach just hanging out in the corner of Massa's mansion. And every time Massa come through with a shoe, she just get in line and act right. She don't want to get smushed by Massa's shoe. She gonna be sure that she does everything this nice little roach can do to keep her position in the corner of this room. She got a white daddy. She gonna pull a Stacey Dash. That's another thing. Stacey Dash was one of those people that was too late. Too late, Stacey. You played your part. We saw your true colors. It's over. You ain't no coming back to this side. You don't get an invite back over here. We not trading you. We not taking you as a free agent with the black delegation. You will be forever in limbo. Stacey Dash is over for you. Candace Owens is over for you. All you little weirdos on social media that followed up behind Trump and tried to talk about Black Lives Matter, and now Trump ain't in office no more. Now your following died down, your likes done died down, your retweets done died down, your shares done died down, your money done died down, and now you're sitting there wondering, man, why did I believe in this motherfucker for so long? I need to try to go against somebody else, or I need to try to make a different lane for myself. Let me try to change it up and say, now I didn't believe in Trump, and now he's lying, and that all this stuff isn't true. Whatever happened to Donald Trump becoming the president again because of something that these Q people were saying that was going to happen? What happened to that? Is he still president? Or y'all still believe he's president? Or y'all motherfuckers still sitting over there looking stupid as fuck because y'all realized that all that shit was a conspiracy and that none of it was real and you believe the troll? They believe the troll. It was a troll that started that Q shit, and it's hilarious. He went on there and said a bunch of shit, and then everybody started following behind it. Even got Trump doing little weird shit to try to make it seem like he was behind it and that he was with the Q and all this. Man, the dumbest people in the world literally had them believing anything, just outlandish, stupid shit. That was that Q shit was and that's another, you don't even hear nothing about that. What happened to him? Why ain't they posting no more? What happened to QAnon, man? What happened to them? I thought they were spreading the word. What happened? Do y'all know? Anyway, GMS family, do me a favor right now. You already know what I'm finna ask because you already know what time it is. I'm about to shout everybody's name out in the chat. Put a GMS in the chat right now. I need a GMS in the chat right now as I shout out all your names in the chat. Y'all have been, once again, the habitual pull-uppers, even the new people that subscribe. Shout out to Ye Monte. I'm giving you the early shout out because you said you subscribed. Shout out to you, man. Thank y'all for pulling up on me. We about to get up out of here. But we going to shout y'all names out. If you didn't put your name, if you didn't comment, if you didn't say nothing below, put GMS in the comments so I can shout your names out, man. Put the GMS. If you didn't comment or nothing like that yet, but you sitting here watching, make sure you put the GMS in the comments so I can shout you out. We do this every single day. You feel me? Every show. Here we go. Shout out to Bad C ENT. He was early in this motherfucker. Mac the Boss, JG, Cat in the Hat, Black Man America, Lady Aries, I see you, Queen. JR Miller. Hey, Wonder Man in this motherfucker. Kid at Heart, you was early. Ye Monte, what's happening? Elma Dixon, Cider. My peoples pulled up, man. My GMS family pulled up in this motherfucker, of course. Trauma in this motherfucker. I see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Anthony M, the professor, my guy. Rich LaFleur. Yeah. Who else in this motherfucker, man? Hey, GMS. Of course we gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep grinding for y'all. As long as y'all share this shit, as long as y'all continue to pull up on me, man. As long as y'all keep supporting GMS, like I said, you can support. You see that? You see the comment that is on the top. It's pinned. Excuse me. It's a pinned comment that I have right now. It's pinned at the top. It says, "Get your GMS merch here," and there is a link attached to it. If you want a GMS jersey, a shirt, a rolling tray, hit that link and go check that out and go get it. Or if you want to help support by hitting my Cash App that's right above my head, if you can see it, help support in that way as well, man. I appreciate everything. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the support, all the donations people do for the show and shit. You know what I'm saying? We steady growing every day. We steady building every day. Follow me on my socials right here, as you can see. I follow everybody back. Go check out those GMS episodes. Those are all my beat tapes, which are on bandcamp.com. You can go and get those motherfuckers for free. GMS, we out.